Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm going to be reacting to Prototype 2 gameplay walkthrough done by MK Ice and Fire. Sorry, I almost said X Litalis. MK Ice and Fire. If you want to check out my previous reactions to part 1 of Prototype 2, remember the playlist card will be at the top. Just click on it and be able to access it. If you want to check out the original video as well as MK Ice and Fire's YouTube channel, remember the links are in the description below. Last week, part 1, we are introduced to a new character, James Heller or Jimmy Heller, whichever one you choose. He is a military officer who has lost his family, Clutie Heller, the wife, and Amanya, the daughter. Yeah, Amanya Heller, the daughter. They both died due to infection from the black light pathogen, which has been renamed to the Mercer virus. I think it was Genteck and Blackwatch and probably the government that decided to pile all the responsibility on Alex Mercer, saying that, you know, he is the one responsible for the second outbreak of the black light pathogen. And yeah, they're blaming it all on him. Alex Mercer himself is he is a renegade. He is running, he is hiding, he is trying to find the truth to the corruption and the evil doings of Genteck as well as Blackwatch. And he needs a partner. You know, he needs a partner in doing all of this. So he has tried to recruit James Heller by also transforming him into a half human, half black light pathogen creature. It has not been easy for James Heller to, you know, realize and understand what he has become. And he still doesn't believe Alex Mercer. He still believes that he is the true culprit behind everything that has occurred in New York City and what has happened to his family. But, you know, Alex Mercer is trying to convince him, you know, showing him what Genteck really is, what Blackwatch really is. And, you know, he has also requested that he should go and look for the truth out in the city. So that's what James Heller is doing right now. He's trying to look for the truth. He's trying to, you know, figure out who is trying to experiment on him and why, you know, and who's trying to cover up everything and blaming it on Alex Mercer. So, you know, there's a lot of things that James Heller is trying to do. And yeah, he's in a bad mood. He is in a bad mood. Of course, it's understandable, you know, after everything that's happened to him. So yeah, let's see what happens in part 2. 3, 2, 1, go.
Father, I need to find a Colonel Rooks. He's the one tried to kill me in that lab.
James, Colonel Rooks is the head Blackwatch commander in NYC. This is much bigger than us. Listen to this Blackwatch message I just intercepted.
Cottonmouth 4-1, this is Cottonmouth. You'll be heading to test site Washington. Prepare for controlled release. Over.
You hear that, James? Those specimens, they are the monsters, and the test sites are city parks. This is what Blackwatch does in the Yellow Zone. You cannot stop them.
Father, I am gonna stop them, and I'm gonna find Rooks. With or without your help.
Okay, Rooks, I think I wrote down his name. Yeah, Colonel Rooks. He was at the test site when James Heller was escaping from a facility where they were testing his abilities. It was Colonel Rooks, it was Riley, I think it's Corporal or Captain Riley, I'm not sure, and the scientist, someone, I forgot his name here, Dr. Coing, yes. Yeah, it was him, okay.
This is release team Alpha 1-1 actual. Teams Alpha, Beta, and Gamma moving into position. How copy?
Alpha 1-1. Interrogative. Are the suppression teams in position?
All checks completed, Cottonmouth. We are ready for the release teams to commence.
Prepare for silent operation.
Like, sometimes I ask myself, how could these guys do all of this? I mean, these Blackwatch soldiers, I mean, how much are they paying you for you guys to do this to the people, to innocent people who have nothing to do with black light pathogen, who have nothing to do with Genteck, nothing at all? They're just trying to live their lives, and here you guys come with your trucks filled with these zombies inside them and releasing them onto the people. Like, what goes through your mind when you do all of this? Ugh. And the American government is just standing by and watching all of this occur in the city. Crazy.
Police teams in place.
Copy that. Operation Flytrap is approved.
Roger that, Red Crown.
Brawler. Okay, that's a new one. It's not like the Hunter, but it's similar to the Hunter, I think. Let me just write this down here somewhere. I think it's like a super version of the Hunter class, maybe.
Fuck! Commander, there's a civvy fighting a specimen!
That's no civvy! That's a fucking test subject! Get a Genteck capture team down here ASAP!
The trap's in place, Commander!
Where's that fucking capture team? We're gonna lose him!
Oh my god, it's down!
What I find interesting is that, you know, James Heller is not using, you know, the regular weapons that the black light pathogen can create. You know, like with Alex Mercer, he's always having his blades. He's also having that armor. But here with James Heller, it's fist to fist. You know, he's fighting against this creature with his fists. This is quite interesting.
The specimen is down!
Now we're talking.
Release all the specimens! We gotta
Okay, never mind. This is how he acquires his weapons. Okay, alright.
keep the subject busy until the capture team gets here!
Let's give these babies a test run.
I like how MK Ice and Fire is not really killing the civilians. You know, he's avoiding them as much as possible, and he's only targeting the enemy. So yeah, that's also a good thing. It's not like in number 1, where Alex Mercer was killing anyone and everyone that was moving around him and absorbing their, you know, absorbing them, yeah, to heal.
Capture team has arrived. All units, focus fire on the hostile. Say again, focus fire on the hostile.
Hell fucking yeah.
Holy God in heaven! He's got fucking claws!
Hold fast, it's just one hostile. Cottonmouth, engage, engage.
Cottonmouth, this is Cottonmouth 4-2 actual. We've lost half our men, sir. Requesting orders, over.
4-2 actual, dig in and fire more accurately.
We don't have the firepower for this! Get reinforcements in here! Fuck!
Mako 1, get your victors in position and engage Tango primary.
Roger that, Cottonmouth. Moving to engage. Over.
I guess it's time for James Heller to absorb one of the tank operators, and then, you know, he'll be able to drive the tank. Maybe that's going to happen, just like in number 1.
Incoming.
This is Mako 1-3.
Never mind. This is also good.
Tango's got...
That ass whooping ought to restore the father's faith. Father.
James, did you go to the park?
Yeah.
And did you stop them?
Oh, I stopped the hell out of them. Father, you okay?
Follow me. We have a lot to do. There are 10,000 Blackwatch troops in NYZ, and who knows what Genteck is doing in those laboratories. We need to put them down.
So you trust him?
I don't know about that, but I can tell you this, James. If Alex Mercer wants to kill every last one of those Blackwatch and Genteck putos, then I am with him.
What about God? He okay with this?
You let me handle him.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Until this is over, then we will figure out how to move forward from that. So for now, let enemies be allies, and let us fight against the common enemy, which is Genteck and Blackwatch. Yes, I like it. Whoa. Okay, so there's like a mini cinematic when you level up. Oh, that's cool. It looked like he was powering up into like a, I don't know, like a Super Saiyan or something. He's like, yeah. That was good.
All right, Father. Where do I find Rooks?
His location will be top secret. But back in the day, we used to break into BlackNet terminals and steal that kind of information. The terminals are those satellite trucks you may have seen around.
Didn't know you were such a rebel. What exactly did you do before you were a priest?
Let's just say I've had a lot of tattoos removed.
Enough said.
It looks like an ATM. It looks like it's going to withdraw money. Ooh, like a mobile ATM, you know? Yeah, in fact, you know, they should actually create something like this. Banks. You know, instead of creating, you know, the physical structure, you know, having your bank and then you have your ATMs outside. They should actually create like portable, moving ATMs. I mean, we already do that with carrying money. You know, when you transport money from one point to the next across many banks, institutions, or ATMs, you know, we already do that. So why not connect the two things together? Make the truck a bank as well, you know, where you can deposit your money and withdraw your money as well. Especially like for rural areas, maybe, you know, for far-flung areas, places where you won't necessarily have the infrastructure for a bank. No, so they make something like this as a go-between. Yeah, I think it could work.
All right, got a name. Dr. Samuel Billingsley.
See, he's a head researcher for Genteck. You're getting closer to Rooks for sure.
Let me try something.
Why do the Blackwatch soldiers look like ninjas or something? You know, their attire is totally different from how they look like in Prototype 1, where they actually did look like military, black ops, special forces kind of people, you know. But now they're looking like ninjas with the shoulder guards and everything else. It just makes them look like they're ninjas. Yeah.
All right. Sammy's about to get an unwelcome visitor.
Sabrina, I wasn't expecting you today.
No time for chit-chat, I'm afraid. Your status report was due 24 hours ago.
Well, didn't you get my memo? I'm waiting to see what the effects are on the Suarez family. Both parents are terminal, but the children seem to be exhibiting some fascinating viral outcomes.
Oh, right. The kids with the stage 4 liver cancer.
Yes. What's your point?
Billingsley didn't know anything about rooks, but I heard something about a Genteck lab experimenting on people.
A lot of the catch and test missions done by Genteck are monitored personally by Rooks. I bet you get to that facility, you'll find out where Rooks is stationed.
This is starting to feel like a wild fucking goose chase. Father Guerra, I'm at the lab.
All right, listen, James. All these Blackwatch and Genteck places use biometric security. Retinal scans, blood tests, things like that. Getting inside won't be easy.
Relax, Father. It'll be easier than you think.
It's time to absorb someone, I guess.
That's a no-go, sir.
Borrow your keys.
No, negative on that. Not today, over.
Man, being able to mimic anyone is just a game breaker, I would say. I mean, it's not hard. It's just so easy. Just absorb that person, and you're that person, and you can just go wherever you want within the facility. Aye. Game breaker.
Access granted. Head scientist, Dr. Genovese.
Looky here. We got ourselves a VIP. Gonna need access to that room if I'm gonna pick his brains about Rooks.
James Heller is enjoying this too much. He's enjoying the fact that he can just absorb people too much. I'm actually kind of scared.
Look at me, assholes! Water! Get out of here! Water! Anyone got fucking water?
Stratus 2-4, this is Stratus. Prepare for another sweep. Over.
Stratus, this is Dr. Genovese. Can you do my team a favor and please bring a few of the agitators back alive?
Copy that, Doctor. Shouldn't be a problem. Standard spread?
Yes, please. As wide a range as possible through ages and ethnicities. Oh, but no fatties this time. The containment tanks are too narrow, so we just have to gas the last ones and throw them out.
Roger that, Doc.
I'm also quite surprised that none of them are making a noise, you know, when they're being killed and being absorbed like that. Yeah. I think this has also been happening in Prototype 1, where some kills, you know, that Alex Mercer does and absorbs their bodies, like you don't really hear anything, but then with others, you do hear them screaming and crying for help, and then, you know, they die. So yeah, I find that a bit convenient as well with the games. Yeah. It's not really much of a big issue. It's just something I've realized. Yeah.
Just stop a fucking second!
Access granted.
You're telling me these doctors don't see any of this happening in front of them? Or behind them? Or they don't see anything? Really? Oy.
Try using his credentials on a nearby computer. There's probably a database that shows Rook's current location.
You know, James Heller doesn't really matter. I think all of them need to die. All of these scientists, all of these soldiers, they all need to die for what they are doing in this city. You know, the atrocities that these people are committing. They all need to go. So I have no sympathy for any one of them. I'm just surprised that none of them realize that you're here busy absorbing their co-workers. You know, it's just so funny.
I'm at the computer. What do I press?
First, you need
I'm pressing the red button. Shit. Now the screen's all fucked up. Shit's broken.
Okay, press the alternate key. ALT alternate.
Alt. There's no fucking alt. I got a fucking squiggly line key. I got a fucking key with a triangle on it. What the fuck kind of keyboard is this anyway?
Man, this is too funny. This is so funny. Guys, this is so enjoyable. You know, this is different. Prototype 1, we never had something like this. Prototype 2, this is funny. You know, I can imagine if we did have it in Prototype 1 with Alex Mercer trying to access a computer and his sister, you know, Dana Mercer, or Dana Mercer, you know, explaining to him what he should be doing. So yeah, this is very, very funny. It's like a movie, you know, like a bit of comedy and then seriousness and then gore and violence, and then we're back to funniness. So yeah, this is like a funny situation here.
James, calm down. There should be a button with a blue square on it.
Okay, that's more like it. Bringing up the personnel database.
All right. Got the location.
Don't forget to log off.
Yeah.
Terminal 4 is currently logged on with no personnel present. Please return to your station and commence proper log-off procedure.
Fuck off. I hate computers.
Access granted.
No, sir. No-go. That's a no-go.
And also, what I've realized is that after every mission, remember, like in Prototype 1, they always gave us the stats about how many people he has killed, how much money has been spent to try and defeat him. Like it goes into the millions and billions. Yeah, they don't show that anymore. They don't show the mission stats at the end. They show that you have completed the mission. They give you that tick, but then after that, they don't really give you far detailed information, like how many people you've killed, who was important, and how much money has been, wasted trying to kill you. Yeah.
James, according to that personnel database, Rooks is holding a private briefing at his command center in a few minutes.
Good. Getting tired of running after this guy.
Listen to me. You've got to be careful, James. These bases are on high alert. You're going to need a military disguise to get inside unnoticed.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Ooh, this is different. Do you remember how they used to look like in Prototype 1? They look like some sort of gas cylinders connecting together and making this beepy noise that was so loud and so active. And, it had that siren light show, But this one is different. It looks so futuristic. Where did they get the money?
Access granted.
right, listen up. We have a new mission. Genteck's planning some new high-risk field tests. They've modified their protocols on infected versus civilians. Expect a body count increase. This is a high-clearance detail. You're to report ASAP to Dr. Sheffield. He'll give you the test site location. Dismissed.
Come on, let's go.
For a moment there, I thought it was a trap. I thought Colonel Rooks was going to capture James Heller right there, you know, because he was looking for him and he vanished, you know, him and Riley. So yeah, I thought it was going to be like a trap where they capture him and then, you know, he's unconscious or something. So yeah, interesting.
Did you do what you needed to do with Rooks?
I'm thinking he might be more used to us alive. Now I'm looking for some Genteck doctor named Sheffield. He's doing tests on civilians.
I know this man. He's working with Dr. Bellamy, injecting civilians with infected DNA. You need to stop those tests, James. Any scientists involved in this research need to be, how you say, dealt with.
That's my specialty.
Red Crown, we have James Heller at Camp Julia. Repeat, we have James Heller. Oh my God, what do we do? Just roll, come on! Which way do we go? We have a hostile. Guard the research team.
Sheffield, this is Viper 2-3. James Heller is eating your scientists.
What? Stop the hostile immediately. We need that research team. Bellamy, this is Sheffield. James Heller is eating my team down at Camp Julia.
Damn it, we can't lose that team. They're integral to phase 1.
You know, Rooks, this is like a dream come true for me.
What the hell are you talking about, Samuelson?
What Genteck's accomplishing. A chance to experiment on live subjects. These refugee camps are like massive petri dishes. It's amazing.
Whatever blows your spirit up.
Bellamy, this is Mako. Your team has been... They're all dead.
Just say it. They've been all eaten by James Heller. Oh, that is so funny. I like the squawk talking here between the military people and the doctors. It's so funny.
How? What do we pay you for? Sheffield, do you read? Where are you?
I'm at the field op camp.
Get the hell out of there. I'm sending an evac transport to your location.
Better hope I don't get there first.
Blackwatch, this is Bellamy. I need an armored transport for Dr. Sheffield now.
This is call sign Viper, ready evac for Sheffield ASAP, over.
No, not ASAP, right now. Sheffield is crucial to Dr. Burke's research.
Roger.
This Dr. Bellamy guy is so funny. It's so funny.
To that. ASAP.
Where is this guy? Oh yes, and why do the Genteck and Blackwatch people call the civilians in the city refugees? They're not refugees. They actually live in this place. They live in this city. They've just been cordoned off by you guys and the government. So why do they call them refugees? Yeah.
Viper, this is Dr. Sheffield. Still awaiting evac.
This is...
Come on, Doctor. In you go.
You've ruined everything, you know. Over half of Bellamy's research team, just gone.
Don't worry, Doc. The city's full of lab rats. We'll get you some more.
Viper 3-4, this is Viper. Proceed with Dr. Sheffield to evac zone India Zulu 7 ASAP. Be advised, unknown hostile is present in the area. No
I hope you kill them all. I hope you kill them all.
description available. Over.
Wilco, Viper. Over. Viper, this is Viper 3-4. We have contact with unknown hostile. Over.
3-4, engage!
Oh God! Please don't kill me!
3-4.
I'm sorry!
I can't believe this. I mean, the data we're getting, actual damage to civilians at the hands of weaponized specimens, it's priceless.
Dr. Sheffield, unless you have something to say regarding Genteck's bottom line, I'd advise you to keep your mouth shut.
I'm sorry, Miss Galloway.
He had the audacity to say he's sorry after all the things that he has done. And even after searching his memories, how excited he was learning that Genteck has been doing these kind of things and maximizing their profits, you know. Your sorry is worthless. It's too late now.
James, did you kill those scientists?
Yep. By the way, I heard something about Phase 1. You know...
Father, it's okay. It's okay. You can say it with confidence. Okay? Did you kill them? You say it with confidence. Don't be afraid. God knows. He understands. He knows that you are a warrior for the truth. He knows.
What that is?
I'll look into it.
Recording 255 days ago.
Don't shoot us, for God's sake, please! Don't shoot us!
I need to hear your son talk, ma'am.
He's autistic. He's not infected. I swear to God, no! No!
Viper 2-1, do you copy?
Rooks. He must think I'm one of them.
Viper 2-1, this is Checkmate. How copy?
Checkmate.
Heller's stunt with those scientists really kicked the hornet's nest. Genteck's ramping up the weaponization program.
Copy that order, sir.
Protect that facility at all costs. And if you spot Heller, kill him.
Roger that.
How? Colonel, you know his capabilities. You know that he can regenerate. You know that projectile weapons have no effect on people like Alex Mercer and James Heller. So how do you expect this soldier to kill them? You're weird. You are weird.
James, I got some information about the civilian testing. They're injecting prisoners with something taken from an infected monster.
Already on it. Gonna check it out right now.
Watch out. You may need to
dress up like a Blackwatch bitch to get in. I know the drill.
This guy and the B word, like it's his favorite word. It's his favorite word. Oh gosh.
All nearby Blackwatch units, this is Dr. Ted Bellamy, Director of Research Post Long Shadow. We now have full biometric security measures in effect, including fingerprint and DNA scans at all exterior doors. You've been warned. I don't need anybody throwing a fit when we stop and scan you.
Really, Dr. Bellamy is such a character. He is so funny.
Commencing Hydra DNA extraction test 416 for civilian and bioweapon testing. Secondary observation. Measure Hydra responsiveness, strength, and range of tendril attack.
Which one is Dr. Bellamy? I want to see him.
I gotta see that.
Oh, it's one of those tentacle creatures from Prototype 1. You know, the ones that throw cars at Alex Mercer? Yeah, wow, okay. So they captured one of them.
Hey, careful! Move back! It's confusing! Move back! It's supposed to be sedated! What's agitating it? It's gotta be some outside factor! The protocol hasn't changed! Get the subject sedated! Now! It's too late!
Okay, so they call it the Hydra. Alright. I wonder, did they always call it that in Prototype 1? I don't think so. Or if they did, I didn't see the name. I just called it a tentacle monster. Yeah. Okay. Hydra.
Eat this! What the hell is this thing?
Take that, you giant pig motherfucker!
No, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I mean, did you see? He kind of looks like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know how the turtles also have their fingers. They have like 3, opposable fingers, and that's it. And then like they're fat, and they're so separated from one another. So yeah, he kind of looks like that. He looks like a Ninja Turtle, just with the arms, but the rest of the body is still human. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like it. I like the claws. The claws were cool. This is just... What are you going to do with that? Exactly. Yeah.
Security breach. Any unauthorized personnel to be sanctioned with extreme prejudice.
Corporal, this is Bellamy. Why am I getting reports that Hydra is dead?
We've got a tango. He's tearing the place apart.
Well, you can go to your fucking dance class later. That is months of research ruined. Kill him. Kill him now.
Dr. Bellamy, woohoo!
Tango primary spotted. We're hot. Fire at will. Red Crown requesting support. We need backup now. Red Crown.
Shit. Well, that makes things easy.
Visual on Tango. Engage. Engage.
Okay guys, that's it with Prototype 2 gameplay walkthrough by MKS and Fire Part 2. Yeah, I think from this experience, maybe James Heller can finally understand that, the Genteck organization, Blackwatch, they are not the good guys in this situation. They are the bad guys. They are the evil guys. They are experimenting on human beings. They are, throwing out their latest creations as test subjects, trying to see how they kill people, how they kill civilians. So hopefully now James Heller can understand why Alex Mercer is doing all of these things, and why even Father Guerra is trusting in Alex Mercer, because they both have a common enemy, and that is Genteck, that is Blackwatch. So finally, I think James Heller is understanding, the lengths that Alex Mercer has to go to just to, find the truth and to spread the truth to everybody else. But yeah, what we've been hearing here, just the senseless killing, the senseless murder of so many people, There was even a lady who had a child who had autism, and the Blackwatch soldiers didn't care about that. They just killed the child. They just shot him with so many bullets. I mean, that voice recording was so distressing, really. And then we also saw more of these Blackwatch scientists with, or should I say Genteck scientists with the Blackwatch soldiers throwing out their new creatures like the Brawler at people. And these scientists being all excited that Genteck is able to do all of these research projects on the refugees, as they call them, killing them, using them for their research purposes in terms of further developing new strains of the black light pathogen, and yeah, it's just been so weird listening to human beings talk like this, so heartless, so evil. It actually kind of reminds me of the atrocities that occurred during World War II. How many people were in concentration camps. Basically, the city is like a concentration camp, you know, that's been cordoned off, and everybody in there are guinea pigs. Everybody in there are test subjects to be used and then casted away once they're done with, you know. So yeah, it's just terrible, really. The conditions in this place, the people, the way they live, they don't even have jobs probably. They're just waking up, walking around in town, doing nothing, you know, trying to make sure that they have food on the table, whatever they can scavenge, you know. It's just terrible. Honestly, it's just terrible. And I think the only thing that I really liked about this episode was James Heller's attitude. The way he's so into what he's doing nowadays, you know, killing people, absorbing them, making side jokes about that. And then there's also Dr. Bellamy. Dr. Bellamy is a killer. Like his demeanor, his attitude, you know, he likes his voice. He likes his voice on the intercom. He likes his voice on the radio, you know, when he's talking to other people, especially the military commanders, you know. When they said they're going to collect one of the doctors as soon as possible, ASAP, Dr. Bellamy is like, no ASAP, do it right now. It was just so funny, really. The guy is just a riot. Hopefully we get to see him so that James Heller can also absorb him. I don't want him to survive. I don't want any of these Blackwatch and Genteck scientists to survive. If there was a way for James Heller or MK Eisenfire to absorb everybody in these organizations, I would say do it. You know, these people need to be wiped off the face of the earth. Really, they're just evil. But yeah, guys, that's it for part 2 of Prototype 2. If you like the video, remember to give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And remember, if you want to check out the original video as well as MK Eisenfire's YouTube channel, the links are in the description below. Okay, until next week, bye bye.